Hello! Perfidious Beat here, back to treat some aliens the way Electronic Arts treats recently acquired studios in XCOM, War of the Chosen. And, you know, if you weren't Scumbags Advent, I'd apologize for what I'm about to do to you because, well, we've decided to absorb your corporate structure into a larger, more diverse entity, and intellectual properties that you guys have been working on diligently will now all be reassigned to different development teams for repackaging and, more importantly, remonetization. But, you know, guys, don't worry. Don't worry even a little bit, because we'll do our best to preserve your artistic integrity. And the way we find... Do you mind, Warlock, here? I'm having an important meeting with my employees about their futures. These people have worked hard. Their blood, sweat, and tears are in this property. Everything, all their creative juices they've been pumping into this, and I want to assure them that I'm going to preserve that artistic integrity by firing all of them, whoring out their work for every last single nickel I can squeeze out of it, and then chucking it into a biohazard container like a used syringe, because the customer reactions will be so toxic that 5,000 years buried in concrete at the bottom of a lead mine won't have rendered it safe to reintroduce to the public. It's like Command and Conquer levels of destroyed. That's what I'm talking about here. Heavy armor research. Okay, should be able to get +1 armor. Interchangeable upgrades. Yes. Powered armor also inspired. Advanced shield bearer autopsy instant. We got all kinds of... The research is firing off, yo.
Physically, the Advent shield bearers are quite similar to the bulk of Advent's forces, and that they are the product of careful genetic engineering.
Physically, they're quite similar, and that's all that you care about, Dr. Tigan, is because now you know exactly which orifices into which you should insert yourself for maximum pleasure. That's what Dr. Tigan is concerned about, is maximum pleasure.
Shield bearers are not all that dissimilar from their various Advent peers. Their armor is perhaps the most distinct.
You know, you may have said that the shield bearers weren't that dissimilar from their other peers. In fact, I'm pretty sure all the Advent are basically identical, with the exception of the weapons and armor that they carry. It's well observed, Dr. T. This is like the, what, 12th person you've autopsied before you managed to put those together, huh?
The scientist is eager to begin.
Might have expected you to come with that one a little bit quicker, but that's fine. We're going to do some powered armor research, get that knocked out of the way. And I'm going to get back to, you know, killing Advent, destroying everything they've spent their whole life working to achieve, and then desecrating the remains so thoroughly that their reputations will be retroactively tainted forever. I don't care about the assassin. I am glad to see that old pacifier is back in action. Avatar project getting another pip of progress. You know, the Avatar project has really been gaining like a lot of ground recently. An alarming amount of ground at a relatively alarming pace. And I have to admit, I'm a little alarmed, frankly. So where do we want to go back to? I honestly don't remember what we were doing. Looks like we have East Africa. Were we going to install a radio beacon in Eastern Africa, maybe? Or were we just going to go... We could make contact with the Eastern United States. We wouldn't mind putting a radio beacon in the Eastern United States. Oh, you know what? The North American continent bonus is actually quite good. New contact is made instantly. That's fantastic. What's the European one? Tactical analysis. Enemies lose 1 action on their next turn if discovered on the XCOM turn. Intriguing. And also, you know, that one seems pretty good. I'm not sure we've ever had tactical analysis before. Either way we go, gets us an opportunity to invade a facility. This one is relatively low level. Going this way, though, opens us 2 facilities, one of which is level 3. I feel like we gotta go Western United States, so let's get over here and start building this radio relay. It is going to cost us 100 supplies, but we got plenty of supplies to work with. We're not too worried about the cash. We're cash rich, we're resource poor. We got to make some capital investments here, like buying a development studio, stealing their intellectual properties, and then firing everybody and ruining them. We may also want to go do something about our girl here, the Shadow Demon, because she is getting alarmingly close to being able to assault the Avenger. And I really don't relish the idea of doing an Avenger assault with skirmishers. That would be quite challenging. We build the radio beacon. None of these are relevant, really, right? Like your alloys that we don't need, your intel that we likewise don't really need right now. What's our current covert operation? We're doing combat preparedness. I feel like maybe we've got to set up the assault on...
I appreciate the new lab.
Well, I mean, we have Riddick on here. Really, it should be an assault on Dark Athena. But I feel like we should set up going after the assassin. She's going to be problematic, if not this month, next month for certain. We got to get that taken care of. We got to knock her out of here. Let's get a little research scientist working. Rosanna Dana, get you in here. Can we upgrade you? We can. That takes 3 power. How we doing on power overall? You know, we've got a shielded power coil coming online. Resistance comms is going to chew up a little bit. We're going to need some extra power. Or did we already upgrade resistance comms? We actually already upgraded resistance comms. All we need here is an engineer. Do we have any idle engineers? We have idle staff in the infirmary and idle staff in a proving ground, but those are both gremlins, so we're good in that respect. I think we're okay. Let's just go ahead and let the slow digging commence. We don't need to upgrade right now. Do we want to upgrade the laboratory staff and additional scientist? Sure. No, it's fine. We got nothing else to do with that time. Gets us an extra 10% research time reduction. If nothing else, that saves us 1.3 days on our powered armor. Combat preparedness is getting ready to fire, just like I'm getting ready to fire the staff of a small indie team that had a surprisingly popular title. Extra ability points. Fantastic. We've got to do Into the Fire. It does require a major, and there is a very strong chance we're going to get ambushed on this one. I think we send Jackie DeNorcio. Somebody can get plus 10 dodge out of this. We don't really care who that somebody is. We could send Crosshairs. You know what? Let's send the Iron Giant. He's been good for us. And we can send a Skirmisher to negate the chance of ambush, which seems like, okay, sure. Take Finelli out there. We got 8 days to get this done, and then we can go hunt down the assassin. We can come get you, ball of derp.
My kind will do whatever is needed.
Well, I don't, I really just prefer that they do what they're told, Betos. What is needed? Fantastic. What they're told? Even better. And guerrilla operation. What do we got? Dr. Rob Watson, engineer, who we could use, but I don't really care about Lost World. Honestly, the Lost are more likely to help us than hurt us. We have a hidden event. What's our other option here? Bending Reed. I'm not really concerned about any of these. Bending Reed, it's, mildly irritating, but we don't really need the supplies. We could use an engineer, but we don't know what this hidden event is, and we're down to 140 intel. Plus, we can get extra intel if we talk to these civilians. You know what? Let's stop the hidden event. Operation Tomb Stank. That'll go well with Operation Star Stank. We just did Tara Reid, got her Star Stank on us, and then I guess Operation Tomb Stank is what they'll happen when Tara Reid passes from this mortal coil, which, given her age, is probably, what, like between 6 and 12 months from now? Got some hard living out of Tara Reid there, and hard living doesn't really make for longevity. She's burning the candle at both ends. She also snapped it in half in the middle, and she's burning both of those ends, too. So Tara Reid's burning the candle at 4 ends. Is this the team we want to go with? We got Xander Cage, Dominic Toretto. We got some pretty solid teamwork here. I think we fire everybody, though, and see what's on the menu as far as who's tired and who's not. So, Xander Cage, yes. Beardo, I really don't want to bring you unless you're hanging out with Riddick. I mean, you guys are a match set. So, let's take Dominic Toretto. Give me Groot. Turop, sure. Taylor Reese, we can throw you in the mix. Actually, you know what, Groot? Maybe you take a powder on this one. You're a little tired. Instead, we grab Binky. Binky's a little tired, too. Everybody's so sleepy. Caparzo's in fine shape. We're going to need one person here. Is it going to be Chris Varick? Kind of has to be. The man apart. Is this a solid team? All we have to do is neutralize the field commander, and since he's going to be an Advent soldier, that should not be exceptionally difficult. Make armor available. Not that it matters. So Xander Cage, you're fine. You get, we have only one person with tactical. No, we got a couple tactical rigging guys on here. Toretto, what can we get you? First off, we can't by chance get you tactical rigging, can we? No, you have saturation fire and return fire, neither of which we're interested in. You do have full throttle. We get an opportunity to test that out. See what kind of weapon you got here. What's available? A scope, a hair trigger, and an auto loader. Repeater scope, advanced expanded magazine. Let's go that route. I think we'll wait until we get interchangeable upgrades before we do any additional weapon changes. We're working on it. It should be done shortly. Scope, hair trigger, and an auto loader. Scope, expanded magazine, and a hair trigger. That'll do. Mr. Turop, there's a young woman out there who needs you to save her from nebulous forces of enemies, and the plot's not going to be very specific. Dialogue's going to be straight up abysmal, but it feels like you're still the right man for the job. You go out there and you save that lady. For, again, nebulous reasons. And also sacrifice your own life in the progress for even more nebulous reasons. Take a Skulljack and maybe go for a one-hit kill. The problem with the Skulljack is it always ends up with us being wounded. Let's take blue screen rounds instead. Tracer rounds wouldn't be terrible. Really, what I'd like to get are some Dragonfire Venom rounds. Caparzo, just go stand in the crosshairs, I guess. And off we go. Man, Sean Vetter really makes that suit look good. He's a man apart, but not when it comes to choices in fashion. He is not apart from having his finger on the pulse of the fashionistas. He's got style, panache, verb, looks good. He's dapper. Looks dapper as fuck. He's debonair, even, one might say. Gonna load there, XCOM? What do you got going on here? Are you guys also admiring the debonair swag of Sean Vetter? Be like, you know, he really does look good. Oh, okay. No, I got it. They were just like, I don't want to go down in Tara Reid's tomb. Who the hell knows what the... Like, there's got to be some kind of toxic fungus growing on the walls. Mankind hasn't discovered it yet. We don't know it's unhealthy to breathe in the spores. I'm going to be patient zero for tomb stank. I don't want to be patient zero for Tara Reid's tomb stank things.
Commander, I'm getting faint traces of a signal coming through. Someone on the ground is trying to reach us.
Probably one of those civilians.
Keep your eyes peeled for possible contacts down.
Yeah, I'll definitely do that. Or alternatively, I may just ignore it completely in favor of completing the mission objective of kill the guy we came to kill. We could get some free movement by going high here, but what's our... We're up against a... This map is relatively... Well, never mind. I was going to say it's very narrow, but that's actually not true. No, don't be there. Be over here.
I run.
We can just slow play this first bit. Enemies are probably going to be up in this area. We have nobody on the radar. Don't really want to go that way. We'll wind up having to crash through a plate glass window. And although it does look fantastic on camera, it's just, you know, it's really hard on the old skin. Taylor knockaround guy Reese. I mean, he's been in 500 fistfights. He has skin like leather, but that doesn't mean he wants to scuff it up crashing through a plate glass window. When you got skin like leather, you gotta use like shoe polish on it and get it all. You gotta buff out the nicks. It's a pain in the ass.
Moving there.
Unless you got $3 and time to go by the airport to find one of those shoe shine kids. You can go find a shine boy. Well, they'll patch you up real quick. They're real good at it. Speed, agility.
A great distance. A long run.
Do they still have the thing where you can go to the airport and get your shoes shined? I never understood why airports had shoe shine stands. What why are you worried about it? Gotta go to the airport and shine your shoes? Is it just because you got nothing better to do with your time? Is that what they're trying to capitalize on? The fact that you're just bored out of your goddamn mind and you're like, Oh, you know, I haven't polished my shoes in a while. Maybe I'll take 10 minutes and have that done, because what else am I going to do? I'm just sitting here waiting for the flight. It's delayed again. Flying American Airlines. Problem where they like to not show up on time. Well, Dominic Toretto, you have done us a grave disservice, sir. We're about to encounter our first Archon. We're not really sure what we can do to an Archon. Get retributed, though. I love that attack, because it so frequently hits its target. Let's see what the robot's going to do. The robot's going to go on Overwatch. Well, Mr. Roboto, get ready to get whiplashed. We're going to get rid of that Overwatch. Also, take a considerable amount of damage as well. How do we want to handle the remainder of this turn? Rob, do you have blue screen rounds? Somebody's toting blue screens here. Maybe we just bring Turop up, have him also whiplash the robot. Most of our team now has the whiplash ability. 66%, not fantastic, but good enough for government work. And then I guess we just double gun or just start... Yeah, let's just gut him down. The dodge thing is going to be supremely irritating for us. You know, quarter mile, you still have an action. Oh, you don't have the ability that lets you just walk up and ripjack strike somebody yet, huh? Alright, we'll take the shot then. We got plenty of opportunities to work over this Archon. Plenty of available shooters. Let's not use any expendable resources. Just stand here and gun this man down in cold blood. Keep shooting. Just, you know, take a page from the Book of Dory. Just keep shooting. Just keep shooting. And done.
I am almost out of ammunition.
So I guess we're not going to be going this way, because that's very definitively a dead end. And also, who built this subway in that it's on a cliff edge to nowhere? Just dropped it. Like, the world literally ends over there. Like, we dug this subway tunnel to the end of the world. Whatever you do, don't take the express. You get on the express, take the A train, and it will drop you off the edge of the universe. I mean, you'll find like a Starbucks next to a Starbucks. Pete, did you steal that joke from Lewis Black? Yes, I did.
We're picking up an inbound Advent transport. The aliens are going to try and extract the general from the AO.
Well, all we really need to do is get eyes on the general, and we'll have his shit covered. Not too terribly worried about it. Caparzo, it's looking like you're going to be out of the mission, but hey, you got to kill an Archon. You have anybody who can... I mean, Dominic Toretto is fast as hell. Lives his life a quarter mile at a time.
I have located the objective.
Is one of the objectives the general? Because I'd really love for you to justice him back over to us and then just, like, get brutalized.
We won't get another shot at this.
My kin.
React and come towards me like an idiot. Come at me. Come at me, bro. Come on, come at me. He didn't come at me, though. Go up high and be visible. That'll do. That'll do. Can I justice? Not. I don't care about the purify. We have a justice, but it's very low percentage. Okay, we'll come back to you. Knock around guy. If we tag you up here, you may also have an opportunity to justice that general. We don't want to wrath him. 46%. What if we grapple to here? Okay, got a plan. A tentative plan. There's an enemy over there. We got to be a little careful about spawning. We got a little sneak peek at him. Then we throw the plasma grenade out here. If we can hit the general with the plasma grenade, great. If we can't hit the general with the plasma grenade, doesn't matter. Mostly we just want to destroy his cover. We got a little of column A, little of column B, and also dropped them through a floor, which didn't work out for us so well. What's our chance to justice his ass now? No, still 48% despite the grenade, huh? Okay. Well, it's unfortunate. Mr. Turop, we're going to be using a lot of grappling hook on this turn, so let's just be comfortable with it. Grapple to here.
Useful aid.
I was hopeful you might expose Was hopeful you might expose the general further, but it looks like we're going to be taking like one ghetto shot at Jimmy the General. General Jackass, some people like to call him. Xander Cage? Who do we have left? We got Varric and Cage. Varric will have some shots from here. Not necessarily great ones, but we got to get rid of that purifier. We really kind of need to get rid of that general. You can only see the general, huh? Well, if that's the case, then yank him. Try and pull him over here. This is a luck shot. Oh, get shit on. Oh, it sucks to be you, bro. I'm sorry. This is not going to end well for you, friend. Not well at all. So Xander Cage can just shoot you twice. He can't miss. Yeah, that's what we're going to do then. Xander? Go ahead and finish him off here. Maybe just pop him again. Beautiful. General's down. We've done it. Mission accomplished. All that remains is just for us to go home then. Quarter mile. You are not going to kill that purifier in a single shot, are you? So you know what? Let's go for the interrupt here. There's a Spectre. So Xander Cage does have... Oh, this is real risky, though. He does have the ability... We should be getting our interrupt right now, by the way. Why did it not... Okay, there it is. So here's what we're going to try. We're going to Wrath over to this purifier. I really wish we could pick the tile for Wrath, like when we get it to go. I really wish we could pick what tile we got to go to around this enemy. We're going to shank him for 6. And we stunned him. Okay, ideal. The stun was very lucky. Where did you guys come from? Is that a sectopod? You gotta be shitting me. We're already bumping into fucking sectopods on this shit? Yeah, we're in very serious trouble here. How are we supposed to kill a sectopod in a single fucking turn? We have very many enemies all around us. We're in deep shit. We got a Spectre. We got a Codex. This is too much shit, though. There's also a Priest and what appears to be another pure... Good God, this is a fuck ton of enemies. We need to be able to shred any armor. I don't think we can actually... I don't think we can... Like, we're gonna have some people get killed here. I really don't see any way out of this for us. So we can hit him with the volatile mix that did 1 damage and shredded a very tiny portion of his armor. Then we gotta get the hell out of here. There's gotta be somewhere I can grapple to. Well, not that isn't in the open or on fire. What can we see from this tile? We're never gonna know because we have to go stand in it. We can't just stay here. We don't have to go home, but we can't stay here. That purifier's just gonna set us on fire if we get next to him. There's no cover over here, so that's completely pointless. There's half cover there, which basically just means if we stand in it, unless we kill that sectopod, we definitely get hit. If we're only gonna kill one thing, it has to be the sectopod. Which is great, because we can't actually see it from here. Perfect. So who has a Whiplash left? You do. The only thing you can Whiplash is a Spectre. It does do bonus damage against a Spectre, which is nice, but we gotta kill the sectopod. You know what? It ain't great, but it's gotta be done. Throw the lash. It's free. It gets us 9 damage on him for nothing. We gotta Whiplash the shit out of this sectopod. Anybody who has a Whiplash left has got to try it. You cannot hit the sectopod. Please tell me you can... Okay, one of you guys has got to move. You can't see the sectopod from where you are anyway. Do you have a Whiplash? You don't. Do you have a Whiplash? You do. Knock around, drop down. Give him the lash. Don't miss. We cannot afford misses at this critical juncture. No misses. No misses. Also, yeah, you gotta follow this up with the blue screens. It's not gonna kill him unless we crit. We didn't crit, but we put him in the hurt locker pretty good, which means we got a respectable chance of taking him out with our one remaining whiplash. Crosshairs, Caparzo, you can't see him. You won't be able to see him from that tile either, which means Caparzo has to waste an action moving. God damn it. Okay. Take out the sectopod. Yes. 75%. Don't miss, man. Don't miss it. You fucking bastard. Caparzo. I still hate you. I still hate you. Like, with the burning passion of 1,000 suns. We can ignore the purifier because that guy is stunned. We got a justice. We could justice you up next to us. That does pull you out of cover. A potential for us to stun you with this action as well. Get up here. Get shanked and hopefully stunned. Dominic Toretto's presence on this mission has been our one saving grace. It really has. His proclivity for throwing out mad stuns is doing some damn fine work for us. We got a codex down here. If we have to leave something alive, the something we're going to leave alive is a codex. I was hopeful we could maybe justice that specter up over in here. I'm fairly sure we're going to be able to. Spectre, come over here. Get justiced.
I bring justice.
This will give the rest of the team better shots at the Spectre, and the Spectre is the secondary target I'm most afraid of. Stun would have been lovely there. Couldn't make it happen. 89% to hit. We can shoot him twice. It's not enough damage, though. Unless we critical. Even if we critical now, it's probably not enough damage. We're still taking the shot because the Spectre remains a priority target. 2-Rop, you can't miss. Kill the Spectre. And what do you got left? One shot at the shield bearer. He's stunned. Do you have, like, is there anything else you can do? Nope. You know what? Yes, you could be on Overwatch. So you're going to teleport and empty somebody's gun. We know what's going to happen here. Disabled some of our weapons. Oh, having us on Overwatch with a disabled weapon really sucks. Purifier's going to double move. That's beautiful. Other Purifier is stunned. This guy is stunned. Excuse me, but you were stunned? You were stunned, though. But he was stunned, though. Well, 2-Rop's got an empty weapon. That's delightful. I wonder if we could justice somebody... Well, that'll kill him. If we could justice somebody up into this purple slop and have it kill him when it explodes. Like, what if we justice this stunned shield bearer over here? Pull him into the slop. He's now stunned for 4 turns. And then we wrath our way to safety. On this codex. It's the only way we can get damage with an empty weapon. That clone did not come down in a particularly friendly spot, did it? So Taylor Reese, you got to get out of the slop. Also, you're on fire. We do have a med kit, but I don't recall who's carrying it. Get to safety. You can't even reload. Just hunker down then. Xander Cage has 4 targets. And not... Well, that guy's... Okay, the Purifier. You know what? We got plans for this man. First thing we got to do is get Caparzo the hell out of Dodge, though. Caparzo, who do you have shot? Oh, free reload? Sure. Who do you have shots at here, Caparzo? Purifier we don't want to shoot. There is another elite Purifier back there. let's do this. Okay, there's our plan. So first off, give me the justice. We justice this man. Get over here. Then get shanked. It seems like the ionic ripjack is amazingly useful. We've been getting really lucky with the stuns. Then we vacate the premises by coming over here. But we were supposed to vacate the premises by going over there. That was supposed to keep us from getting exploded. Like, we were going to throw a grenade here, and now we kind of can't. It's actually quite bad. Yeah. We knew he was going to... God damn it. You have nothing better to do than shoot at this shield bearer. Fine. I'm actually real salty. The only target you have is the elite shield bearer. Okay. Can't shoot at this other purifier, huh? We kind of don't want to shoot at that other purifier, actually, because he's stunned. And he'll probably explode when he dies. And this other codex was also supposed to be dead when we wrathed our way to safety. And then what did we not do? Wrath our way to safety. That's what we did not do. This mission has gone very pear-shaped very quickly.
Repositioning.
See how that's supposed to work? You're supposed to just be like, I'm going to be over here now, and I'm going to hit this person and shank them to death with my ripjack. And then with my final action, go on Overwatch. Instead of taking a whole bunch of damage from an exploding purifier.
Non-evade detection.
Well, that plan worked.
The fire cannot be stopped.
Yeah. Fire's, prone to doing that. Well, I think we get a little bit of vengeance then, Caparzo. Come over here. Of course it was Caparzo. Who else would it be? Always Caparzo. Operation Tombstank. One wounded soldier? The heroes of New India. You know what? No, don't immortalize. Ooh, well, hold on a second. No, don't. Because, wait a minute. I think the actual hero of New India here. I don't know about you guys, but I think that ass is the hero of this mission. Look at that. Ooh, svelte, tight, taut, can bounce a fucking quarter off that mate.
Vicious criminals inflicted a sudden and unprovoked assault upon us today.
I'm a little salty about the fact that we got wounded on that mission, but considering the fact that we did fight a freaking sectopod, maybe I'm overreacting a little bit. That could have turned out considerably worse than it actually turned out. It could have been like when an EA executive walked into our studio and handed us a contract and said, hey, you guys want to consider being a subsidiary of Electronic Arts? And we, foolhardy and naive that we were like, wow, EA could be the publisher of our next product? Yeah, guys, how can we not sign? It could have gone that way. We didn't even try the full throttle ability because I always forget that it exists. One day we'll get around to actually testing that. Babylonian take Retribution. Although I'm becoming swiftly less enthused with like the more Retribution I use, the less I like it. We do like the interrupt ability, however. Farzo. Definitely take Volatile Mix because it's great, but also take Retribution. Volatile Mix. And I'm thinking about having you pick up Interrupt as well. Nah, you know what? We'll hold off on that. You got hurt on this mission. You need a timeout. Xander Cage also is going to need a timeout after this one, but his is due to battle fatigue. Archon Autopsy is open. Sectopod Breakdown available. 70 intel. We were told there were supposed to be civilians we could contact on the mission to see about.
Excellent work.
Nope, I didn't see any. Turop and Xander Cage. Hell yes, Bond soldiers. Yes, create. Absolutely. Babylonian and Judge. They're all out of bubblegum. I don't know. Turop seems like the kind of guy who would have an ample supply of bubblegum. He'd be like, hey, you got any bubblegum? And he'd just reach into his pocket and pull out like a pack of Wrigley Spearmint gum. Dominic Toretto and Anthony Caparzo have bonded together. Absolutely. This relationship is only going to end in heartbreak because you know at some point, I mean, yes, take the photo. You know at some point that Caparzo is going to be lying in a street bleeding to death after he gets gut shot. And Dominic Toretto is going to be sitting there heartbroken again. The guy just can't hang on to friends. Caparzo going to get gut shot. Paul Walker wrapped himself around a tree. I guess the moral of the story is, like, don't be friends with Vin Diesel. It's only going to end in, the relationship will always only end in tragedy. I think that may be the moral of the story. The moral may also be that this episode is over. If you enjoyed it, feel free to drop a like down in the comment section. Support really does mean a lot. If you'd like to see which one of his friends, Dominic Toretto, manages to get killed next, me personally, I'm hoping it's ludicrous, but that's just me. Want to see more? Might subscribe as well. New episodes every single day. Right now, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon.